Hello, everyone, and welcome to GROE Daily, episode 6. Now, it was interesting today. I got to go sit down with one of my last bosses, and probably been about 4 years since I worked for him. And we were really getting into the nitty gritty of businesses and what makes them work and what doesn't. Uh, they're talking about sales cycles and marketing campaigns and how to get leads and what, proper lead sources. And we're going through all this technical detail and, going through everything with a fine tooth comb. And it was really funny because I got to this one point in the conversation and I said, the one thing when I'm doing my consulting and the past few businesses that I've worked with and even my own social media is, how well do you know your customer? And that can be plural too. How well do you know your customers? So if you're not speaking directly to that person, so how what you're saying is going to help that small business owner, that entrepreneur, that big business, that sales manager in that big business, if you're not really specific, talking to them as if you're talking through the screen right at them, they probably won't listen. There's just too much noise. And some of the best websites we've built, some of the best campaigns we've run, haven't been won. It's typically about 3 customers. And we've really got down into who they are, how they act, what they're interested in, and built really, comprehensive write-ups as if they were sitting across the table from us or like they were our best friend. You're just describing who they are. And once we went to that level of detail, we could finally start writing content, building web pages, designing campaigns that made sense. For the most part, if we didn't, we were just guessing. And then the next, probably about month to 3 months was all trial and error. You go and put out a few things, you see how people respond, you quickly go and adjust, and you keep going. It's not to say you didn't know from the start, but you just got smarter as you kept going. So this is my challenge to you. Maybe you want to work with me. Maybe you just want to build your business. Maybe you're just listening to me because you need some simple entertainment. That's okay. But just write down, who is your customer? In as much detail as possible. Really describe who they are, what they like to do, what they're interested in, how old they are. Are they more males, more females? And really go and just, if the male, so maybe the males that you deal with are between 30 and 40 and they fit this criteria. Maybe they're young, maybe the females are young professionals and they're looking to go and, break out from the college scene and go and make it as a young professional. I don't know because every business is a little different. And then also to really consider if you're a local business, so something right here, something that has a bigger network, because that'll really change how you talk as well. So like I'm dealing with a couple of people in St. Albert right now, and how they treat their customers because they're local is very different because they have to spend their money differently. Educating the senior population isn't cheap, and it's not necessarily as easy, and there isn't as many options as, say, maybe working with more millennials. So it makes a big difference knowing this little bit of information, because really everything depends on it. How you go and market your products and services. Everything, your pitches. The more time you spend on this, the better off you'll be. And you're welcome, because I just saved you a 2 and a bit hour conversation that basically circled around this. The only other thing that I can add that we talked about was just task management and playing to your energy. So when I say that is, I use Google Keep personally to go and stay on top of things because it's so easy between GROE Social, GROE Business Development, and just trying to have a life outside of work to keep on top of everything. And having something simple like Google Keep just to throw my tasks in is another way to stay ahead. I've said for many years that I judge people on three things, and that is one, do you do what you say? And sometimes I fail that test, so don't feel bad if sometimes you've done that too. It's something I always work on, but do you do what you say? 80% of people or more will fail that test. Two, do you do it on time? And three, do you do it well? Ask yourself how you fit in there. Well, after this wonderfully exciting conversation that I've had with all of you guys, I'm going to run. It's almost time to go and meet Ben at the gym. And talk to you tomorrow. Bye.